We're going to close now because it is Memorial Day weekend. We're going to close with a recognition and a treatment, a prayer for those, on Memorial Day, those that we celebrate, those that we honor and acknowledge, those that have laid down their life, lost their life in service. Some people are called to service here in our community. Some people are called to service in the world, for nature or for whatever. And some people are called to service in uniform. And whether that's in service in the military, whether that's in service in the police department, in the fire department, these are people who have been called into service in an extraordinary way. And what an extraordinary thing it is to be called into service in a way that potentially puts your life on the line and at risk. And we know that people die in that service. So on Memorial Day, we take a moment to honor and acknowledge that, to honor and acknowledge those people, regardless of whether we agree with what they were fighting for or not. These were people who took their commitment to love to the highest level that they knew. And what an extraordinary gift. And and when we're doing our barbecues and we think that Memorial Day is about opening the pool and having the hot dogs and hamburgers, and sometimes I think we forget what an extraordinary moment in someone's life we are honoring on Memorial Day. So I'd like to close with this prayer in honor and memory. So if you would join with me, just inviting you to go within with me. Remembering that there is one life, one infinite power and presence, one love, one truth, one absolute reality. We call it God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Krishna, the Force, Great Spirit, the One. This divine reality is life itself. It is love, peace, joy, beauty. It is power and presence and possibility. And that life is moving in, through, and as all creation. Each and every one of us here, all beings everywhere. Every person in service who wears a uniform, all part of the one. And so we turn especially and specifically right now, our love, our heart, and our attention to those who have served in any of the wars, put their life on the line in our own communities, and that have lost that life in that service. We take this moment of gratitude, of blessing, of honoring. For these moments of service were acts of love, profound acts of courage, and a willingness to allow that love to show up in the unique way that each individual has done so. So I invite you right now to simply call to your mind anyone in your family, your immediate family, your extended family, not how many generations back, it doesn't matter, who has given their life in service. Call them to mind and see the love, the honor, the desire to serve that was being expressed. And we can imagine now that there are communities all over the United States today, families everywhere in the United States whose lives have been touched in this way, who have someone to remember. So we join with all of them this blessing. Because what we know is that no life is in vain. No gift of service, no act of love is in vain. And because we know this is true, we also know that that life continues. That while the body has been laid down, the life was given in this service, that soul has gone on. That love has continued to shine, and that desire to give and to serve has continued to bless wherever each one of those souls has gone. And the light of love has continued to shine and to burn brightly. And in this way, we know that no life can be lost. It only moves from our sight and our hearts into a greater reality. So for the gift of love and service, let us this day be grateful. In honor, in memory, feeling blessed by the gift of each one of these lives, let us in turn be a blessing. We celebrate it in gratitude, and we say together, and so it is.